The electrical engineering building where the shooting took place on Purdue's campus yesterday is now open. News 18's Holly Campbell has more on what services were available to students returning to collect their belongings after they were evacuated from the building yesterday. Holly.
Yeah, Gina. Well, at noon today, the crime scene tape was taken down and the doors were unlocked at the electrical engineering building. Now, the basement remains closed, but all other floors are open to faculty and staff. And waiting inside the building for students who came to get their belongings were a number of emergency personnel and counselors.
The public service officers worked hard to get this building and the scene in a place where they could get personal belongings back to individuals. That was a concern for a variety of students if they had cell phones that they left behind and being able to contact family.
As students slowly made their way back inside the electrical engineering building, emergency personnel and counselors were waiting to help in any way they could.
As you might imagine, there are a number of students that are very shaken up by this incident. Certainly the ones that were much closer to it or witnessed it are in a different state than others that were near it, but it's still something that this really shakes an entire community. And so I'd imagine at some level everyone has some impact by this incident.
Purdue really comes together as one big team very, very fast. We're here to support basically everybody in the Purdue community and get through this as best they can.
Acting Dean of Students Jim Hintz says counseling centers have been set up all around campus. The university is working on contacting every student that was inside the EE building when the shooting happened to provide whatever counseling is needed.
We can pull class registration and we can reach out to those students, and we're in the process of doing that. We started specifically with those that were in the room or the adjoining rooms, and we started with those students, but we're going through the class rosters of other ones that may have been in this building.
With classes scheduled to resume as normal Thursday, Hintz says the university is working with faculty on how to address the incident.
We're also going to be sending out a communication later to faculty, giving them some talking points about how to talk with students, identify students that may be struggling with understanding of this issue, and we want to make sure that they have the resources so that they can refer students appropriately on campus.
Hintz says the university and counselors will continue to be in contact with students who were inside the building when the shooting happened. As far as classes in the electrical engineering building, Hintz says the university is still trying to determine when and where they will meet. Holly Campbell, News 18.